Okay, so I'm going to be sharing screen, and I'm going to start with some basics of ChatGPT that some of you may know some of them. How many had a ChatGPT account before you bought this course? How many of you had gone in and played a ChatGPT before? A few of you. Okay. All right. Just out of pure curiosity, how many of you upgraded? Just give me a thumbs up. How many of you upgraded to the 4? You got the Pro one? Okay. Some of you did, some of you didn't. No big deal. You will find there are a few things that don't seem to work quite as so literally, just so you know what I did to try to get a good idea if 4.0 really is necessary or not. So I had Chrome open and I had Internet Explorer open, and I had 2 ChatGPT accounts, one that was a pro version, one that wasn't a pro version. And I would put the same prompts in both areas. And like the one on the 4.0 kept working, but it was my older account that I've used over and over again. I'm like, maybe it's just because this one's been used more. So then I upgraded the other account and I put the prompt in the 4. It doesn't say 4.0, it's just for ChatGPT, whatever it says. And it like instantly worked the way I was hoping it would. So there were a couple of things that really did work better on that. But you know what I mean? Like you got to decide if it's worth the $20 or not. And maybe you do the $20 for 1 month and then you turn it off. I don't think there's any commitment to it. So I don't have an affiliate link or anything. I don't make any money off of it. So I'm not here to, it's not my upsell or something. Just what I found. Okay. All right. So if you've got that Google Doc open, that's going to be kind of what I'm going to follow. You know me, sometimes I go a little rogue on my own little ideas. That happens now and then. I'm going to show you some basics of ChatGPT that I think you'll find kind of fun. And then we'll get into the prompts. Okay. All right. So going to actually, Porter, can you do me a favor and print off that Google Doc for me and run it down for me? I just need because I don't have 2 screens down here. If you'd print that off for me real quick, that would really help me out. Okay. All right. So let me share screen. Welcome, everybody. I'm so grateful for all of you being part of this test group. I hope you have a lot of fun. I'm excited to hear your feedback. I'm excited to hear from you what was new to you, what you found most helpful. Anyway, hopefully you guys will give us some feedback on what you found helpful, okay? All right, so I'm going to go to ChatGPT here. And we're going to talk about a couple things. One of the things partway through this lesson, because I'm going to show you how to take this content in here and put it. Now, I personally use Google Docs and Google Sheets. If you love Microsoft Office or something else, I'm not here to tell you which one you should use, but I will show you using Google stuff. Okay, so over here by your name or whatever this is called for you, you want to come up to settings. Okay. Now, I typically on my phone computer, I really love dark mode. My eyes seem to read things better when it's white on dark instead of the other way around. But when we copy and paste things over to Google, the light mode works. It just works a lot better. And so I'm going to do it all in light mode, but I just want you to know this is here. Because you end up reading a lot of stuff because ChatGPT spits out so much stuff so fun or so fast. Sorry. You want to know how to change that. Okay. Does anybody else give me a thumbs up if you're a dark mode fan? Because I just absolutely love dark mode dark mode. But so if you know what I mean. So that's a good thing to kind of know there. Okay. So, and we'll definitely show you how to copy and paste stuff here in a hot second. Okay. I know it seems like, well, I know how to copy and paste, but if it's a table versus just written text, I have found there are different ways to do it that's more user friendly. Okay. All right. So I want to get into a lot of different things that you can tell ChatGPT to do, that I hope is helpful for you in getting what you want faster. Okay. All right. So what do we want to do here? Down here where it says, and I think it's kind of funny, it says send message. In I joke all the time when I run the world. If I ran the world on this, it would say write a prompt. I don't know why it says send a message, but anyway, that's what I would have it say. But that's not. So your send a message is where you're putting it in. If I think you probably all know that already. But there's a couple things. One, telling it how many of something you want is really important. And I usually start with the word write or create. And I love to put in a minimum of 10. So whether it is, thank you so much. Any chance you can find something to write with? Um, if it is titles to something, versions of real ideas, I mean, all sorts of things. Okay. I always tell it to do multiple of something. Okay. Thank you so much for. And so I find that incredible. Like, it gets more clever, more creative when you ask it for multiple of anything that you're doing. Okay. So that's one thing that I highly suggest is write 10 of whatever it might be. Okay. Now, the next thing you want to do is think about what kind. So if we're focusing on content, you might write 10 reels, 10 stories, okay, 10 posts, product descriptions. It could, and I'm going to show you this thing about challenges, all sorts of things. Okay. So you want to be very specific about what it's writing. All right. Now, the next two things are super, super funny. So I want to give you a little example here. Let's see, write 10 Facebook event names about eating healthy in the holiday months and make it punny and a little sarcastic. Okay. I find when you evoke emotion with people on Facebook, it makes them stop and interact a little bit. Okay. So when you say punny or a little sarcastic, what I find is that you get some really fun things, and you can always change like how that is said. Anyway, so no more gingerbread gut. Sarcastically, now it got a little too literal for me on this. Sarcastically healthy holiday feast. Stuff your stockings, not your stomach. A holiday health huddle. Slay the scale, a punny holiday. See, sometimes it puts punny and sarcastic. Okay. Do that again, but so sometimes we have to say, okay, so sometimes they'll come up here. So there's a little rewrite feature up here. And with funny and sarcastic mood. Okay. So sometimes if you put feel or mood, let's see if it takes those words out because that was kind of silly. Let's try that one more time. Okay, salads before sweets, surviving the season with sass, forks over cookies, navigating the holiday food maze, um, cranberries over candy kings, a sassy guide to holiday or healthy holidays. Geez, I can read today. Gobble gains, not pounds. A sarcastic, yeah. Okay. Leave out the words punny answer. Nourish your festive spirit, healthy holiday eating, holiday wellness feast. Um, feel without using the word. Come on, ChatGPT. Nourishing, munching merrily through the holidays. See, this is a little like, anyway. So the mood is a really important thing to put in there to try to like make it feel like you. Um, and it will come up with different things. When you put in the word punny, it a lot of times will, one of the things that's really good for marketing is have the first letter repeat over and over again. Like down here, noshy nuts and nice nibbles, right? So you've got some of those first letters that are the same. Okay. So put some things in like that. Sassy. Well, and you can even do like if you feel like you're getting the same thing over and over again, give me 20 words that mean honey. And see if there's anything closer. So witty, whimsical, playful, you know what I mean? You can put in some stuff like that, tongue in cheek. Okay, oh, that would be really fun to put that one in. Okay. So try some different adjectives with it to see what kind of different things that you get. If you're not someone like I'm not terribly funny, and I know that, like I'm a straight shooter, but I still know that people relate to things that are funny. So try to find something that's kind of happy medium. And so that is super, super funny. Okay. All right. So the other one that's kind of fun is we call it voice, and you can have it sound like a person. Okay. So, um, who's a good person when we like to use Porter? Let's do tell the story, the three little of Goldie Bears, the voice of John Wayne. Okay. So you can get it to write things in the voice of someone, and it is super, super, super funny. What kind of things that it'll come up with. And so one of the things I was looking for were like national days that had to do with people that are famous or around specific movies. Like there was a Star Wars theme, like having it right, something like um this would be right. Tangerine names for May in the voice of Darth Vader. Did I spell Darth Vader? Okay. So then like if you want to like have, the May the Fourth be with you kind of thing, you could have, galactic jewelry extravaganza. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's all these like funny ways that you could do this. So like if you were cleaning, you might want to think about, the voice of like Martha Stewart or someone like really, like home oriented. If you're, cooking, you might do in the voice of Rachel Ray. Is that her name? Rachel Ray? Yeah, I think so. Or who's the guy from Ramsey? Do you see what I'm saying? Like
Ramsey.
you could do all sorts of fun things like this. Do y'all kind of see what I'm saying? Okay. So the voice and the mood it's super, super funny what it comes up with. Okay. And so think about people that your clients relate to. Um, if you had, like, Ruth has a lot with health and wellness. If she has a lot of people from the 80s, there was the whole SNL, we will pump you up, like there, another one that would be hysterical would be like, uh, um, what is his name? He was the governor of California for a bit. He was a
Arnold
bodybuilder.
Schwarzenegger.
What?
Arnold
Arnold.
Schwarzenegger?
Thank you. Yes. Do you know what I mean? Of course,
I was
I
thinking
guess
of,
that accent may
what was
not come through in the
Ricky
written word,
Gervais
but
tried to be
yeah,
funny.
yeah. Do you all see what I'm saying? I mean, Oprah Winfrey. I mean, there's all sorts of people. You could do Beyonce. I mean, there's just all sorts of things you could do, right? Okay. So you could have a fun, famous singer. There's so many different things you could do. Like I think Star Trek Day is tomorrow or something like that. I know it's coming up. So you could be like, there's just all sorts of things you can do to kind of set yourself apart, make it a little more whimsical, a little more surprising, a little more interesting. Yeah, speak like a pirate is super funny. It comes up with all sorts of fun things. Okay. You could even have it you could put in, let me show you one more thing. So you could put in here, describe how the Norwex microcloth works in the voice of the pirate. Okay. And do you see what I'm saying? So there's like, and you could either use this as text with a picture, or you could do a reel with it because it's got the text for you to, read. There's just all these, this is just fun, funny stuff. Okay.